Welcome back. Welcome back. We can't play it back, but we gotta welcome you back.
Of course, of course. We're always here. We're always recording. We can't say welcome back to ourselves, but
Oh yeah. Oh
welcome
yeah.
back to another episode.
Quite a good reception from the previous episode. We appreciate everybody who tuned in. We got some few
Honestly,
comments. We got some few great views. Um,
always like the love, bro.
Definitely love. We appreciate everything. Feels like there's so much more to be talked about in basketball in a way that everybody can make sense of what we're talking about. And we appreciate you, guys. Y'all have been helping us know exactly what we should do to help you guys understand what our world is.
I just wanted to say, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like Phineas speaks very systematically. Like just listen to the way he talks, right? It's so he has
Stupid.
to deliver it in this certain way, and I'm like, God damn, look at this vibe. But I feel like well, we bring in different energies to this podcast, which I think is cool. Obviously, I can't just be on this shit all the time, so Finny has to keep it straight. And then we alternate sometimes. But like, it is what it is. It's just something I noticed. But anyway, speaking of what we're going to talk about today,
Mm,
there's a few things that have been happening in the world. Uh,
yeah,
crazy things. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's one of the main things that made y'all click on the title. So like,
yeah.
I gotta think about that. It's
Oh yeah.
that Jada and Will.
The general rule thing, the rule thing is real,
Is
man. I
is
just
it
keep on
really that
saying,
Jada and Will love? Like, because J. Cole was really quoting them like they were, they were the epitome of like, black love
honestly,
as well. And that's
honestly,
what he was pushing as well.
honestly.
But
But I mean, not to like throw a shot on them and stuff. Like, there are people who needed to see that to make sure they're having good relationships. Like, I'm talking about the times where everything was good with them. You get my point?
now for real.
And I just don't want,
Yeah.
I just want to downplay the fact that some people they were inspired to do better. They were inspired to have a good relationship, a long-lasting one because of them.
Of
Um,
course.
you couldn't predict that everything is gonna fall apart like that.
I don't
But
think we
I
could have
mean, they did
known.
exactly. They did a better job in what they do best, which is acting. They acted it out for a long time, which is good, and we bought into it either or
That's crazy. Because
into
like,
there.
I can't imagine if they've been divorced since 2016. That is ridiculous, right?
Exactly, definitely,
It's crazy.
definitely,
Like that's a good point. Yeah, I feel like they've been like an inspiration to so many people. Like just in terms of like
definitely.
that,
Yeah,
like the
the
bar.
cornerstone
Like
that people can just look at
yeah,
like those
that's the
people.
relationship
You
you
gotta be like
aspire to
those
be.
people.
Yeah, and I feel like
Exactly.
that's why this thing is bringing so much issues right now because
Yeah.
everyone's been looking up to them. You find out Jada ain't
Mm-hmm.
shit. Respectfully, Jada ain't fucking shit. Jada ain't shit, bro. I'm like, God damn, bro. What? Why you doing my nigga well like this, bro? It's crazy. It's crazy. But that's what I'm
Oh
saying.
my
Like,
god. Yeah.
you come find out and you're like, damn, like we really do be human beings after all, type shit, you know?
Exactly. Definitely. I think exactly what I was also about to say. It's that at the end of the day, that kind of really like depicted the fact that we're all human beings. We freaking do mess up a lot. And a lot of these people that you see out there, there's a lot of action to it, and there's a lot of things that they just allow you guys to see. And that's why you should be very keen in asking yourself, okay, this is what is shown to me. What is exactly that's behind the curtains that
Yeah,
might be messy, might be good. You get my point. So you
yeah.
always have the third eye to like picture out, okay, what if this is just a portion of the little truth that I know? You know.
And
So
I think that's a really good point. A lot of people I think forget like
yeah,
and I saw this video and this was really interesting. I saw it on TikTok. It was this guy talking about like just the media we consume and he was
yeah,
saying like you need to be careful of what like the media you consume and what it's trying to tell you because it is
yeah,
trying to tell you something almost 9 times out of 10. And if you
yeah,
blindly follow, it can lead you astray. So you
exactly,
really need to sit down and think because we consume so much media, right? Like
definitely,
if you
yeah,
really think about it, how many people first thing you do when you wake up in the morning is check your phone? Because you're turning off your
exactly,
alarm, A, if it's
definitely,
that. turning off your alarm, you check your phone. I low-key don't even be having a sip of water. I'm checking my phone first. So like, it's so much
Yeah,
media we consume, and like,
yeah.
it's so easy to get carried away with that. You know. So
It's true. It's true.
people gotta lock in.
You got lucky, just gotta have the third eye, man. And I think
Yeah.
also like, I mean, the part that made it worse is the fact that her saying they've been split for like 7 years back, and now it makes the Will Smith slap even like a very weird thing. Much more, it's like,
Exactly.
dude, why would you
Why'd you do
slap a
that?
nigga while me and you were divorced like 7 years back?
Yeah, which is crazy, man. And like, it's just the
Exactly.
impression, like how Will looks like Will looks like, what are you doing, bro? And
Yeah.
like, I think this is so interesting. Will has always been like the type of guy that really doesn't like to involve himself with like this drama. Because even if it wasn't the Jada thing, he's always had
Yeah.
like there's always been like just controversy with like his kids. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yes. Oh
And
yes. Oh yes.
he always finds a very good way to like detach from, you know?
Oh
He's
yeah.
like he's like, yeah, I'm bigger than socials, right?
Mhm.
And you're
Mhm.
not gonna see me have a reaction here because I don't need to give you guys a reaction, which I
Yeah.
really respected. I was like,
Definitely.
I love the way you're separating your personal life to your social media.
Yeah.
That's cool, right? And not a lot of celebrities can do that, or some of them try to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for him to react that way with the whole slap thing, I was like, kind
Yeah.
of
That
going
shit
back on
crazy.
everything you do, type shit. You
Definitely.
know?
And I think I'm not trying to downplay it or else. It's like, I think if I'm out, I'm to like look back when did everything start to like be a rumble in Will's life? It's ever since the Red Talk came through,
Right?
Jaden's Facebook show, the Red
I
Talk,
think I
the Red
remember
Table,
that.
the Red Table,
I
something
think
like that. That's where
yeah,
we knew
that's how shit
Jada.
started.
Exactly, that's when we knew Jada had an entanglement with Elgos and stuff. And
Yeah. Oh my god, I even forgot about that shit.
did you get
Oh
my
my
point? And
god.
then now going forward to the point where by now the slap is there. Then from there now to Jada's promoting a memoir and putting
What are
Tupac
you
in the
doing if you're Will
picture.
Smith? What are you doing if you're Will Smith in this situation? Because like clearly Shorty has been saying a
Oh yeah,
lot of shit. I've
exactly,
seen people get divorced for far less.
exactly.
So
I mean,
what are you doing if you're Will
uh,
Smith?
boss, it's one thing to hold on to something if you're growing and y'all two are growing together. And I mean, despite the struggles, you guys appreciate one another in your privacy and intimacy. But it's another thing to get like public and like manipulated and put out there in a way which is not direct, but it's like direct. You get my point? And as much as we gotta talk about stuff, not everything has to go public. You know what I'm saying? Not everything has to be put out there.
None
With
of
the
that shit
magnitude
should
of
have been put out there anyway.
exactly, definitely, and like, bro, to talk about your ex who is like
Dead
who
bro.
died like ages
Yeah,
ago,
like
and putting the fact about how much he meant to you, and to lie because some of the facts that Jada put out there, she lied about them, about like her visiting um Tupac in jail and stuff. The timings of when she said it, maybe Sahara
bro.
lakini
I
from
also
the
think, I think I'm pending Abisa. I think she just doesn't like this nigga, bro. She doesn't like this nigga. Like, there's no way
is
you
that
doing that to
is,
someone like
is
who
that
you
the
even.
epitome of when like a girl doesn't like you? Is that how far she can get?
Yo. Speaking of. Oh my god. 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 Have you been seeing this like Twitter thing? It was like, oh, that phase when you slowly start hitting your boyfriend, and then there were like women quote tweeting that shit. People
Uh-huh.
were saying out of fucking pocket shit, bro. Oh my god, bro. I was like seeing them. Someone was saying, when he texts you "I love you" and you're like, it's just a waste of phone battery. And I'm like, what
Oh my
the fuck,
god.
bro? I swear to God, women are evil. I mean this respectfully. Obviously.
Some of the women, some women are
Oh,
weak.
yeah, of course, of course.
To put it, to clear it out, right? We
Yeah,
don't
to
want
clean
to
it up.
be.
To clean it up.
Come on.
Kamana, sije kanitafuta. I said, hapana.
What's up, Kaliwa?
Utakuja kuniua kabisa. No, 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 no. Some of the
How,
women, some of the women.
what are the few things that you can see and spot out and like say, this girl is
Referring
slowly
to what?
fading away from me?
Or like
From
if you're like talking to a shorty, bro, it's just
not even
sometimes.
talking like let's say you're with her, you're
Or
dating her
like you
and
guys
stuff,
are
right?
dating.
Exactly. What are some of the
Yeah,
things that
honestly, I think I don't know if a lot of people notice this, but like there's a very like fast shift of energy. Like there's a very quick shift of energy, bro. Like
yeah,
from one day to the next,
yeah,
like from when you guys wake up, you will just notice that energy shift, and then it will be like sometimes it's like little fights. They'll be arguing about
yeah,
nothing, and
yeah,
like they'll really be arguing about nothing, bro. But it's just you're like, bro, what's going on? Like,
yeah,
why is it all of a sudden there's like issues going on? And when I was that's what I'm saying, when I was reading those quote tweets of like the women were saying, oh, like when you start slowly hating your boyfriend, I'm like,
yeah.
how do these guys not notice? Because the things that the women were saying and doing were so fucking out of pocket. Bro, someone was saying, when you look at your phone and it's him calling you, but you're like, I thought it was gonna be a real man calling me, and I'm like, what?
Oh my
Just break up
god.
with him at that point, type shit. You know what I mean? Like, why are you still in this relationship? But then I
I
feel like
came
I've
to
spoken to
realize
someone about this. Mm,
some women get to like that stage, like
I that's what I was gonna tell you. I feel like
definitely.
I've spoken to people about it before, but like I think that
Mm,
stage, as much as it exists, I don't think guys have that. Like, if you don't like a shorty anymore, you're just gonna be like,
yeah,
gang, I'm finna drop this one.
exactly,
Like, we're very
definitely.
straightforward.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and man, like we are so quick to just show it out. Like we will show, like
It's a really bad trait, but like honestly, I don't I okay. If anything, I don't think it's a bad trait. Like,
yeah,
I think it just saves everyone time, and
exactly,
that's
definitely,
and I really think that's when like guys really don't fuck with shorties. They're like,
yeah,
yeah, I'm cutting them off like instantly,
hmm
like, and it's
hmm
very instant. Like they're not really. Sometimes niggas don't even be explaining nothing. Just cut
oh
you off.
yeah, oh yeah,
And I
oh
know
yeah,
and I
oh
know
yeah.
women be hating that shit. It's all good. It's all good, shorty. It's all good.
But yeah, so like it's just crazy how like this Will and Jada's um, whole fiasco has been going, and it's scary. It's scary when like with all what Will is and everything happening to him, which is so humane. I'm not saying Kwamba, oh, this should have never happened to him because he's perfectly fine. No. I'm just saying maybe there's some other part of us that story that we don't know that Will has done to Jada that has made Jada go into this revenge tour because it is a revenge tour. Like she's has
Legitimately.
strategically planned this for like 5 years ago since they
But apparently, I don't know if this is true, but like I heard
Mm.
they were like in an open relationship. That's how the whole August thing happened. Um,
Back
but
then, they
like
said they were in an open relationship. Then this time, she said they separated like since 2016.
so
You
then
separated.
Will was also probably clapping cheeks. Oh,
Who is that shit?
sorry. Will was
Oh my
hooking up with
god!
people as well. You feel me?
So that's
Like,
why he was quiet.
I don't know. I'm speculating here. I'm speculating. Or maybe that's how the whole separation thing came about to
Mm.
happen. Maybe he cheated and
Oh,
like
who? Like Jada
Will,
cheated?
but I think Will maybe cheated first, but I don't think Will's the type of person who'll talk about it out loud.
I think in the recent years, the mental health stuff, kila kitu imefanya sasa tuanze kuongea sana
I
and
just hope he's taking care of himself, bro.
what?
It's like I just hope he's taking care of himself because I think that's the most important thing here.
Oh yeah, I
Really.
mean, because this time he went to Dubai. He was trying to get his body back, and he was going through. He was doing it with his trainer, he did the whole thing. He was recording almost everything. I said there's a time in Kafika, like
Mm.
he got exhausted about it, like everything, the energy and everything. And example, he was writing his book, but also he was trying to get back to his shape. You get my point?
Yeah.
So he got to a point whereby he was exhausted mentally, and the
Mm.
camera and everything that was around him made him feel as if he wasn't himself. Do you get my point?
Yeah.
So in the end, because he was documenting everything, and I was following up because I love his content. I think he kind of paused the thing. He wanted to not do it again, all over again for some reasons,
He
and
stopped it.
it was just a crazy fiasco of that time. Also, like that's just Will been Will, and I was like, damn, that's
It's
crazy.
valid though. Like it's also like it's showing me like he's still a human being. Like
Oh
after
yeah,
all of this, you know what I
oh
mean?
yeah,
Like he still needs.
oh yeah,
Sometimes he gets overwhelmed. You know, just like everyone
oh,
else.
oh definitely, oh
It's
definitely,
calm.
oh definitely. Yeah, man. Damn, that's we can talk a lot about them. I just hope y'all
Yeah.
people
The,
just
yeah.
just just
There's a lot to
just
talk
keep your
about
shit to
there.
yourself. I think that's one thing that is a takeaway. Keep your shit to yourself. Not everything has to go public. Even though the pressure is worse to like put it out there,
But
you all have to
why?
know. um, eh,
Why? I don't see a reason to make anything public. Like
I
I feel like
understand.
this whole social media thing is just it's so funny to me because like
Yeah,
it's really not even that serious.
I would just say just keep your shit to yourself. I mean, I do really believe into like your privacy with your partner, and
Yeah.
I just say just keep your shit to yourself. But everything has to go out there. If y'all don't have happiness within yourselves, within you don't enjoy y'all's time and y'all's memories that you create, y'all cannot just put it out there to showcase to us that y'all are really doing so well. Kumbe and Danny, it's not working well. It's like you gotta work on your inside out more than outside inside. And because once you let so much out there, there's so many that can come back to you that you cannot control. Maybe it's you or maybe your partner. And I think that's very crucial to just make sure, Obama, you're not falling into that whole fiasco. You know?
Yeah, and I think that's what people forget sometimes. It's like I feel like a lot of people get into relationships to like what's the point? Are you getting into this
Hmm.
relationship to show people that you're in a relationship or
Yeah,
is it because you like
yeah,
this person? Like
yeah.
you got to think about the values of why you want this relationship in the first place.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? And
oh yeah,
don't let these little things like social media get into the way of like what's
oh
most
yeah.
important. You know what I
You know
mean?
what's
Because what's
cliche?
yeah.
Yeah, what's cliche is that this is not something new that we're talking about.
Everyone knows this. I
You get
don't.
my point?
Yeah,
Exactly. Like definitely, and that's what I'm saying. It takes a very solid mind to just understand and contemplate into what exactly is being said out here, but also doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I think we tend to overshare a lot. And if you come to realize, people don't really give a fuck about it.
for real though. For
You know what
real,
I'm saying? Yeah.
especially when it comes to this like social media, like relationship shit. Like
Hmm.
I swear to God, like most times if I see a couple on my shit, I'm just like, oh, okay. Like the fuck you want me to do
Yeah.
about it,
Yeah.
nigga?
Definitely. 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 But
And
I mean, this is
I
not.
know so many
Yeah.
people who be having that same reaction. Like,
Yeah. I mean, this is not a knock to people who do that. I'm just saying,
of
just
course,
don't overshare, right? Don't overshare, and like the most important things, just keep it private.
yeah, yeah. Like if you like sharing, don't listen to what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying. Like
Oh yeah.
do
Oh
your
yeah.
thing, but like
Yeah.
just
Definitely.
think about the values. Think about what you're trying to
Hmm.
do it for. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
If you feel like you have to think about why you're doing it, like it's just shit like that.
Definitely.
Just be
Oh
more
yeah. Definitely.
conscious of what you're putting out. But anyway,
Yeah.
um, let's talk about some OnlyFans. I know it's a little deep one. It's a little deep one.
Yeah.
It's a very touchy subject because I know a lot of people um are always on this energy of like protect sex workers. Let's remove the stigma, right? Which I
Hmm.
completely agree with, right?
Hmm.
When it comes to real life situations, because I think it's It's one thing to talk on the internet and say protect sex workers as you sit down and type on your phone, and you don't know
Yeah.
any sex workers, or maybe you know one or two. You know what I mean? But you're not
And the
really
reason
interested
why,
in them like that.
just to get people with context, the reason why I'm talking about OnlyFans is because there's an ex NBA player whose wife is on OnlyFans, and he just knew about it. He just
Yeah.
knew about it. Yeah, that's
Bro,
why. That's why we just
bro,
put it out
let me
there.
just confirm that. Let me just confirm that right here. Um, I just want to make sure.
Do you know what the wife said?
What did she say?
Didn't you know that you? Didn't you know what you're getting into? I was like, God damn.
Crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. What are you doing? Hold on. I want to ask you two things. What are you doing in that situation? You're in that situation. You find out maybe you're locked in at this point. You know, like uh like 2 years type thing. Like you guys are locked in. You know, and
Mm.
like you're moving in the direction of like you're just being further locked in because like 2 years, 2 years. Like
Wait, how come for 2 years dude didn't know about girl them being on OnlyFans, and especially if it's your wife though? And you're
yeah.
supposed to like exactly know like what y'all's doing. Is it okay to share everything with your partner when you're like married to them? What you're doing?
What is
That's okay, right?
in terms? Are you talking about in terms of OnlyFans? Yeah, best
No, no,
believe
no,
you're
no.
gonna.
No,
Whoa.
I'm saying like why the hell will he be surprised now? Don't they like share everything they do?
They should have been talking about this. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm making that ukiafikiria. It's like,
They should have been
huh?
recording mapema
So
sana. They
all
should have
this
been recording
time,
mapema sana.
okay, where has she been doing her performance?
All of
Like
this
her
stuff. Well, how warning?
exactly, like dude,
What are you
like and
doing?
again, until when she says that, oh, but didn't you know like what you getting into this? Like that means this girl has been onto this shit for a long time,
Well,
and
for time.
Mandem had to take a chance into saying, "Kwamba maybe she would change." When I wife her up, and now you didn't take the character out of her just because you married her.
And that's a PSA to anyone too. If you
Mm,
if you're trying to date someone thinking you could change them,
yeah,
long thing.
yeah.
Forget
Oh
about
yeah.
that. Forget about it. Forget
You
about
don't
it.
get it.
You don't get it? Forget
Forget
about
about
it.
it. It's true.
Forget
It's
about
true.
honestly, forget about that shit. Like you are not changing anyone who doesn't want to change. Think about it. Like if someone doesn't want to willingly like want to change
Hmm.
themselves,
Yeah.
they don't want to listen to you.
I think I think to the best part of the way to put it, according to my opinion, is like to her most weirdest part of our life. Are you comfortable with it?
In terms of what?
Like we all have the part that we don't like everybody to see. All right.
Okay.
And it certainly comes up sometimes when you're intimate with somebody for a long time. You get my
Yeah,
point?
especially if you share like
Yeah,
spaces with them.
exactly.
Yeah, I think so.
Am I comfortable with that part? So that's the part that everybody doesn't see, but I saw it. Am I comfortable with that part? Am I okay with it? Do I think I can work with it? You get my point?
Mm. Mm.
I don't want to change it, but am I comfortable with it? It's like some people's bad, it's not that bad. Some people's bad is extremely bad. Which bad are you comfortable with? Excuse me, like, I know
I think
it's a little,
that you are spitting. You are spitting. You are
but
spitting. I'm
yeah.
not even gonna lie to you.
So like,
I think
yeah.
it's also like when you say that, I also just think about
Mm,
like are people like sitting down and having that conversations with themselves? Because like the thing is, I feel like everything
mm,
is so fast. People are
yeah,
dating so fast now. So
yeah,
like it's kind of like people are figuring it out as they go along. You know what I mean?
exactly.
And I like the way it's like we're sitting here giving relationship advice. Honestly, we just have to
which,
tell you.
which, hey, this is just our opinions. It shouldn't be the mantra of how everything should
Of
go.
course. Yeah.
Yeah, me, my little knowledge of experience in relationship, yours
Me,
too.
my very little knowledge, I don't be knowing
This
nothing. I don't know shit. I live by myself. I don't know anyone. I go to school, I go home. I
nigga
go to
shooting a
work,
shot.
I go to work, I go to school, I go home.
He trying
I'm
to
not
shoot a shot.
outside. I'm not
What
outside. I'm not
what
outside.
Okun is saying, he's in the marketplace. I mean,
No,
y'all
no,
can.
no, 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 no.
As you can see, he's a fine boy. He lives alone. He just goes to work and studies and plays ball and back home.
Yeah,
So
literally.
if anybody in Kamloops,
That's not what I'm saying. But since you're putting it out there, but that's not what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Not that
oh
you don't want to
my
know, but that's not what I'm saying.
god,
Y'all know where to find
ah
me.
shit,
You can always slide through, but that's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, I'm
yeah,
not. Don't take our advice like it's the best advice in the world. We just be talking,
yeah.
especially me.
You know how alcohol brands should be selling alcohol and they say, I mean, too much alcohol is bad for your health. That's the
It's not
same
good
thing
for
we're
you.
trying to say right now. Like it's good, but it shouldn't be a mantra. It shouldn't be Finnison could say this. I mean, the best thing, ukisasikiliza ukaona kama jafaa, ah, it's okay. Just let it
I think
slide.
yakikutokea mwenyewe usije ukatutafuta. We're giving you the PSA right now. We're giving you the PSA right now. Do not look for us.
But
Do
again,
not
I
look for
mean, I think everybody's experience is important to share. I think this example again, fuck. It's just like I'm trying to fight the fact kwamba oh you're so young, you don't have any experience. You get my point? I hate that statement. Because I do believe everybody goes through a lot of shit differently. Because in different times,
I feel like
people
everyone has
act
their
out
own. I feel like everyone
definitely.
has their own set of experiences anyway.
Exactly, and you cannot dismiss ones just because it's
You do, yeah, yeah,
Kusabi is young or something like that. A lot of like right now, dating right now, it's super different than dating 10 years back. Do you get my
yeah,
point? The type
yeah.
of distractions and things and values that people see right now, it's super
And
crazy.
the type of dating we're doing too, like it's
Definitely,
everything's so much
definitely.
more different. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
So me, I think everybody's experience is good to share. It's just I want you guys people like look it from like their opinion more of that's exactly what's supposed to be, right?
Yeah,
That's their
yeah.
picture. That's how the movie is, but that's not exactly how it's supposed to be.
And it's
But
not
yeah,
just with us too. It's just like with
yeah,
everything you consume. Like,
definitely.
because there's a lot of people who be doing relationship advice, like content or like
Oh yeah,
podcasts. Just
oh yeah, oh yeah,
if they're trying to
oh
give
yeah,
you advice, just observe it, but like think about
yeah.
how it makes sense in your life. Because like
Definitely. And I
it
think
can't be the
if you're
same thing.
knowledgeable, yeah, if you're knowledgeable about something, it really helps you to really pick up the lie in the truth they proclaim to be, to say it is. And once you just know the knowledge of it, you kind of figure out, okay, this is true, this is not true. This works for
Yeah,
me, this doesn't work for me, you know? So
yeah.
some so
That's why
key to work.
exactly. Low-key at me, I really just be avoiding all this like all that relationship media shit. Because I feel like low-key, bro, the stuff they be
Yeah.
saying sometimes I'm like, this really doesn't even apply to me. So like
Oh
why?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's just
Oh
like
yeah.
it's a waste of a good minute. I could scroll on the next video. You know, type shit, bro. Let me just keep it moving, bro. Because sometimes TikTok is
Definitely.
really taking your time. So you're just chilling.
Yeah.
You're like, bro, I can't waste my minute here. Like, I might as well keep
I
it
get you.
moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So definitely me, I personally that OnlyFans shit, bro. I mean,
it's long,
personally,
you know.
I don't condone it. As I
Would you
always
date a
tell
would
you,
you date a yeah, would you date a shorty who has OnlyFans? Just
nah,
your
nah,
honest.
nah, nah. As I told
No,
you last time, I should be her OnlyFan. She
OnlyFans.
should be.
Valid. It's valid.
She
And I
should be
get
my
it.
only fan. That's the only fan I need in my life. It has to
Yeah.
be her and nobody else, and that's how I move. And I don't want anybody else like be out there and seeing who you are is in terms of like being super intimate and showing your body out there to everybody. Nah, nah, nah. And people pay for that shit. Nah, 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 nah. I'm
And
supposed to be there. I'm the only one. I should be the only one.
you
You
know
need
what's crazy
subscription?
too?
I'll subscribe to your
Yeah.
OnlyFans. Me. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But like it's also this other thing where I think I read it somewhere before where someone was
Mm,
talking like I think it was like an OnlyFans shorty and she was saying
yeah,
like she would never date like the people who pay for her content, right? Because
yeah,
then she's like if you're going to be the type of person who pays for
yeah,
like content like this, which
yeah,
is I think problematic in itself.
Definitely.
statement that she's about to say. Well, that
Yeah.
she ends up saying, I'm just repeating it, right?
Yeah.
She was like, I'm not gonna respect you if you're the type of person that consumes um like sex this way, right? And I was
Yeah.
thinking, and I was like, I
How
feel
much
like
more
that
is the
wasn't,
daughter?
yeah, and I, I feel like that's not the first time I read it, where it was like, the OnlyFans shorties were like, yeah, I don't think I respect the people who like consume my content or who would be cool with me
Hmm.
doing it if I dated them. And I'm like, well,
Girl.
how are we going about life then? Because at one point you're
Yeah.
gonna want to date someone. So then
Definitely.
how's that gonna work? Right? Are you gonna date someone you don't respect? Which is
Yeah.
problematic
It's
in itself.
for sure. For sure. For
That's
sure.
what I'm saying. It's just like it's just
Let's picture out what makes the wife to get to a point whereby she's such a holy fan. What is it? Money? Because he's dating an ex NBA player. I mean, what
I
is? Cause I
yeah,
think that's how to look upon it. It's like what made her get to that point.
I don't
So
know. I don't think I'm qualified to say. I don't think
yeah.
I could know like what goes through like a shorty who decides to start OnlyFans. Because like if you
No,
think
I'm just
about it,
talking specifically. No, I'm talking specifically
or
about
just for her,
the wife.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't know for real. But if she said like if you should have known
What
like
you
this
getting
is how
into?
I've been. Yeah, exactly. To me it sounds like she's been on that for time. Which I think it's also an interesting question. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, I don't know how much it matters, but like, if you really
yeah,
try to think about why people even do OnlyFans to begin with,
yeah.
some people do it for money, some people do it for reasons beyond money, but like, it's such a complex thing, and our relationship with like sex that way. It's like honestly, I feel like I'm really on my phone a lot, which is not a good thing. But I remember seeing this somewhere. I can't even remember where it was. It was probably like a meme. It was like I've probably seen like so much more like women, right, on my phone than my ancestors have in their lifetime. Just because like let's say if you're scrolling on TikTok, right? You know what I mean? Like you're scrolling on TikTok and you see a pretty shorty, see a pretty girl. Obviously, my TikTok is not just full of pretty women. I have a lot of content on there. But you know what I mean? Once in a while, a pretty woman pops up. I'm like, oh,
Shout us to Kelsey Maliga.
okay. Oh, on the gram, Kelsey. If you know, you know. That's all I would say. If you know, you know. On that Kelsey thing, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
he
If you
be
know, you
he be
know.
serving a lot of single guys out there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Kelsey's one funny ass nigga, bro. I swear to God. Because the shit he posts, I feel like it really hits
mm,
home. Like sometimes, like
yeah.
with some of his memes, I'm like, bro, this nigga just speaking from his heart. You know what I mean? To me, it sounds like he's just posting. You all just find him funny, but he's just really posting from his heart for real. Which I'm like, bro, I get it, man. I completely get it.
That shit crazy. That shit crazy.
But yeah, it's like it's when you come like think about it, like we need to think
Mm,
about just how much media we consume. Because I feel like
yeah.
even for a girl's TikTok, for example, like
Mm,
how many guys do you see, right? And
yeah.
how many guys
Yeah.
do you think you've seen in relation to your
Yes.
ancestors? Bro, like I swear to God, if beep it. Your great grandparents,
Uh,
they probably met
yeah.
30 people in their lifetime. Okay, no, 30 people is a little like small, but you know what I mean? Like at most, they didn't know that many people, bro.
Oh yeah.
We see so many people, we know so many people, and like there's so many different areas in our brain it's activating. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
We just
Oh
gotta be
yeah.
aware of these things because we're growing with it,
Definitely.
you know? We're
Definitely.
growing with all
Like
this content
I
around us
think
as well.
the fact that the technology has made it easier to connect the world together. That's where your point comes from. Like you get to see a lot of things that you wouldn't be able to see if tech wasn't that advanced. If the phones were not there, like if the apps were not there. So like that kind of culminates a lot in your mind. And as you said, it really triggers a lot of places in your brain and gives you different reactions and motives towards doing or acting certain type of way in your life. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
Uh,
and it's like how we tried to talk about like the whole relationship aspect and like don't put a lot of shit out on social media.
yeah,
It's like if we're talking um before Instagram, when was
yeah.
that ever a conversation? When
Oh
was
yeah,
when were we or
definitely.
like even like pre-Facebook? You think people
Oh
talk
yeah.
about like sharing their
Dude,
relationship
the only
anywhere?
place you'd see these people is on newspaper or magazines, which is
Yeah,
like you really have to sometimes be able to like be somebody who reads them or somebody who goes through them a lot of times to just be able to
yeah.
just
Like
capture
you
what
gotta
they're
put
saying.
some effort to see them.
Definitely, definitely,
Not,
definitely.
I feel like literally, I pick my phone up, I look at it, and it's unlocked. I swipe up. I hope nothing, obviously, nothing crazy is gonna pop up on Instagram. But like literally, there's
Yeah.
media that fast
Oh
on
yeah.
my
Oh
phone.
yeah.
It's
Oh
crazy.
yeah. That's crazy. It's just insane. I think this whole um tech social media stuff, you always just have to be really locked into know the truth, your truth, and have been knowledgeable about a lot of things that you consume before you start judging, implementing, or trying to copy. Imitate whatever is out there. I mean, there's so much good knowledge that's out there because of this, but the bad is always there too. And the saddest thing is like I'm just thinking, if you grow older, have kids, is how you're gonna be able to, to curate that to make sure it doesn't really spoil them in a way much more than it educates them in the right way. Which I think that's a struggle that the parents of nowadays experience more than the parents of back in the days.
When I really sit down and think about it, I'm like, if
Yeah,
you're trying to have a kid right now, or if you do have a
yeah,
kid right now, it's
definitely.
long, bro. It's long. Long, bro, because you gotta think about there is so many there's
Yeah,
so many new things, and
definitely.
you really have to think about the way you're going about raising this kid
Oh yeah, oh
in
yeah.
this world that we're all trying to navigate through.
Mhm,
It's not
mhm.
just it's not just because now this kid is coming in and they're trying to navigate the world through your eyes
Yeah,
as you are trying to navigate it. Because
yeah,
we're growing at such an exponential rate. Like
for sure,
we have so much media.
for
We have
sure.
so many things that we have to like think about and
Mhm.
find ways to grow with. And then now
Yeah,
you have to nurture someone else to grow like that through your eyes or through their own
yeah,
eyes, right?
yeah.
So like I'm just like, y'all really sure y'all want to do this? Cause like, I mean, I ain't saying don't have kids, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
it's
It's
long.
just a tough world. It's a tough world, man. Tough world to be into. Um, yeah, man. Just make sure you sharpen your mind so well in a point whereby nothing distracts you as much. Cause you see, when you're knowledgeable about a lot of things, you can predict how things are going to be. And so when they happen, they don't really shake you. You're like, okay, this is like it's just like ball games, right? When you're smart enough, you can see the next play. You're like, when the play happens, you're like, I saw that. I'm going to stop. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to stop this pass. And that's how you read like 4 or 5 plays ahead. It's because
Yeah,
you know so much about the game to a point whereby you can call out some actions and they get to happen. They don't surprise you like or catch you lurking. That's it.
yeah. You just gotta get out and play more.
Oh yeah,
Don't be living this
smart.
internet life. Yeah,
Smart.
yeah. Get out and play more. Get out and live, bro.
Oh yeah. The rain has been doing its job up here. I mean, October has I think October has been so hot to the point
Bro,
whereby
low key,
November.
I'd really trade dark weather right now.
But
What
the
we
thing is,
having?
November is rainy now. Like it's that the rains have started, and they
It's
say
good
it's
though.
gonna be. Yeah, what?
It's good though. Or you can't hoop.
You know the situation out here. Like a
Yeah,
lot of outdoor courts more than in. I don't know who the hell was thinking about this stuff. Like at least just cover it up. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah. At least put a roof on it.
we just need roofs upon this court, man. Because
Yeah,
when it's sunny, it's super
yeah.
sunny and it
Man.
kind of breaks you down. And when it's raining, you cannot play.
Yeah.
Woo! And the only indoor courts that we have, it's not we cannot call it again covered courts that we have. a little bit pricey for some guys to afford them. The locations also, it's not like in the public. You get my point? So,
We'll get there though. I feel like we'll
oh
get
yeah,
there. It takes a
oh
while
yeah,
to make
yeah,
things like this more
definitely,
public, you know.
definitely,
We'll
definitely.
get
I'm just yeah. Otherwise, yo, I'm preparing for tournament. By the way, I forgot to put it out there. We're prepping up for a tournament. That'll be a good big tournament on December 2nd. I hope you see. The thing is, I'm always so skeptical about these things. Every single time I do an event, and if it's like weeks prior to it, it's like wasn't up with Nyesha. I'm like, God damn.
You get so scared, yeah?
And like
Yeah, I get
everybody
what
be
you
like,
mean.
because the previous the 3-on-3 All Star game I did like the whole week, bro. It was the whole 2 weeks. It was crazy. It was crazy. I
Really?
kept on praying, kept on praying. I was like, ah man, this thing has to go. And finally, the day I decided to do it, it rained. Then the next was it
Rain?
the next weekend or the next day, something like that. Either or. I think it was the next weekend. No, it was the next day. It was the next day. I did it.
All the people that aren't in Tanzania, we should be
Yeah,
so thankful right now, my nigga. 'Cause,
definitely.
like, I remember that, and I used to
Yeah.
hate it. I used to hate it so much. So like the fact that I can hoop all the time now, like low
Oh
key,
yeah.
if they're
Yeah.
doing the volleyball thing at the court, I'm like, y'all niggas is tripping, right?
Definitely,
So
definitely.
like,
Now it's a different struggle. Now it's a different
yeah,
struggle. But like,
because now
at
we gotta
least y'all can just,
do.
yeah, y'all can just be in the freaking court and just at least like wait for them to go away and you guys play. Out here, bro, like you may just see the like pouring rain a little bit. Like, all right, that's a cue. You just gotta go. You just gotta go. You gotta hope the sun comes out. Surprisingly, like at times where you'd want to hoop,
Yeah.
especially when they like during the afternoons and stuff, that shit kind of goes away. The sun comes out easily, but
Yeah.
now it's messy everywhere. Now you can't stop on everything. That's a problem. But we'll get there. Hopefully, I mean it's a good start. There's so much great things have happened this year in basketball, but the 3-on-3 thing is the only one that's gonna happen this year. So y'all better be
Yeah,
there.
that one y'all gotta show up for real, because you know it's gonna be a good
Y'all
one.
better be there. A lot
Yeah,
of
and
different
previous
ways.
events really never miss.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it's never
yeah,
exactly, man. Like,
this time.
and yeah, this is the only one you're gonna be the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I mean, 2023 is never gonna happen again. So
Yeah.
let's
This is the only one
think
you'll get
about
in
that.
2023. The only one you'll get in
Yeah.
2023.
Oh, for sure, for sure, for sure. Otherwise, I hope you'll be tuning in every single time on our pod. We appreciate the love. Thank you so much.
Yeah, bro.
If there's anything anybody wants to come into, just let us know. We'll see how we can accommodate you. And until further ado, I'm Phineas. My guy Okun. Appreciate you so much. Peace.
Deuces.